Jakob Poeltl to the Chicago Bulls. Could it happen? Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Fast Sports Thought. Back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk about the Chicago Bulls and here to talk about some trade rumors regarding the Bulls as we are inching closer and closer to the NBA trade deadline. So what is going on, guys? If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And guys, hit the bell icon so you're in fact notified every time I drop a new video. There's going to be a ton of content as, again, like I mentioned, we're approaching the NBA trade deadline. So stay locked here. Let's get into it. All right, so Jakob Poeltl to the Bulls. Where is this report coming from? It's actually coming from Mark Stein, who is a respected NBA reporter who talked about the fact that the Bulls are looking into training for center Jakob Poeltl. Now, a lot of you guys may or may not be familiar with him. Let me talk a little bit about Poeltl himself. He's a very solid young center, folks. He's 26 years old. He's a 7-footer, plays on the Spurs, averages about 13 points and 9 rebounds a game. And yeah, he's got potential and he's solid. And I believe he's under contract for one more season after this year. And, you know, he is solid as they come in terms of what he can provide to the table. So as far as for the Bulls, is he a good fit? Yes, he would be a good fit in terms of the fact that the Bulls are looking for size, but overall good fit for what we would have to give up for him, what he would bring to the team. Outside of just that, I'm not so sure. And here's why. It's very clear that the Chicago Bulls need a starting power forward. Jakob Poeltl can't play at the 4. He is a 5. Make no mistake about it. He's a 7-footer. Now you might be like, Faiz, why can't we start 2 7-footers? You can. That's not to say you can't. But the fact of the matter is your defense is going to suffer because you'll have 2 guys, that's almost 4 right there, 2 guys, I should say, that cannot move laterally on defense. Nikola Vucevic already is a pretty poor defender, okay? And so when you have Poeltl out there, Poeltl's a good interior defender, but as far as being able to move and switch against the shifty 4s, he can't do that. And the Spurs routinely are one of the worst teams against bigs. Go look it up. And that's part of the reason why, again, Poeltl being there is an aspect of it. So I like Jakob Poeltl. As a backup big, he would be fantastic, but he's a starting center in this league. If we got him as a backup, I would love it. But again, the cost to get Jakob Poeltl is going to be a little bit more than I think the Bulls might be willing to trade for. Jakob Poeltl, again, 26 years old only. He's a 7-footer on an affordable contract. So he is an enticing asset. But to me, I don't think this is the right move because, like I mentioned to you, you need a starting power forward who can shoot, which Poeltl isn't a great shooter, be able to shoot the mid-range and the 3, stretch out the floor. Like, remember, I mentioned the 3-and-D guy. And he should be able to defend. We need somebody to be able to defend the Giannis's, KD's of the world come playoff time. Jakob Poeltl, to me, can't start because we've got Vooch at the 5. He would be a backup 5, and laterally he wouldn't be good defensively. So for those reasons, I wouldn't be interested in trading for Jakob Poeltl. If we get him on the cheap and he can be a backup center, yeah, that's a home run, but I just don't think that happens here, folks. And I've mentioned to you the guy that I would be targeting would have been Robert Covington. He ended up getting traded to the OKC Thunder. Apparently, the Blazers, got fleeced and just don't know how to make trades anymore, and I wish AK called up and tried to get Covington because the Blazers gave him up for pennies on the dollar. He would have been the perfect guy, but again, there's still other guys out there, maybe a Harrison Barnes that you can look into, a Jeremy Grant, guys like that. But yeah, folks, as far as Jakob Poeltl, I like the player, but I just don't think he would be the fit that the Bulls are looking for. And for him, really, the only place for him on the Bulls would be as a backup center. And you might have to give up a lot to get a backup center. So I'm just not sure that's worth it. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.